we comfortable. I think I'm comfortable now.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I'm comfortable, definitely.
Yeah, I like being on a couch better than being just in 2 chairs.
I know, because the chairs were nice, but my neck was like really hurting. All right,
Oh,
so
really? Yeah.
right, okay, here I am. Best. I'm calling this the cash social experience.
I like it. I
I
like
don't know where I
it.
get that from, but I just feel like people need to learn how to be more social rather than talking about, I have social anxiety. I'm not a social person. I don't know how to talk to strangers. I don't know how to take compliments well. Like, you're not really like doing anything for yourself, but just like cursing yourself with your own words. And so like I was like, social experience. This is what they need.
Yeah.
You remember I was telling you about that girl that I had saw on Instagram that interviewed Drake. I thought that was so cool and inspirational. I wrote her.
Oh, really?
I did. I wrote her.
What'd you tell her?
I was just like, wow, you're such an inspiration. It was so cool. You got to interview Drake, and you exceeded the odds. And she only had like 700,000 followers, which was nice because she just, I was just so inspired by her because she just believed in herself.
Yeah.
She just believed in herself. Best. We also forgot to press the stopwatch too. So let's go ahead and press the stopwatch.
Oh, yeah.
While we're in between. Yeah. And just add like a minute or two. Yeah. But I was like really like impressed by it because it was very casual. I feel like if it was me, I don't want to compare anything, but if it was me, I felt like I'll be more calm in a sense where I want to be funny, but like compassionate. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm taking jabs at people, like people already feel like they always like have to put up a wall to guard themselves. And so I don't want to be that person to like have somebody on my podcast and make them feel uncomfortable,
Right. Yeah. Like there's some podcasts where it's like all dudes and they're just like making fun of each other the whole time.
Yeah.
And like sometimes it's funny. Sometimes you can tell they're good friends. It's just like friendly banter. But
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like harsh. Like, you got to do that from the world. Why would you want your friends, why would you want to have that around your friends? Like, why would you have that harsh reality? I mean, I feel like for me, like growing up, that's always been something that I had to like block away from me. And not until I got to a place where I felt like I wasn't looking for a fight. I wasn't expecting a fight from anybody, Like, how everybody be like, oh, they used to like look at somebody like, oh, they're racist. How do you know somebody racist? Like, you can't tell somebody racist unless you're racist. And so like, I feel like nobody's racist towards me because I'm not racist.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like going out looking for racism. Like, there's race. Yeah, I'm sure there's racist people out there, but I'm pretty sure they're not walking up my path. They're not, I don't have that.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't have that worst case scenario outlook, or I don't have that I'm out there looking for it because I know they out there. Like, I'm looking for great people. I'm looking for like great connections, like divine connections, like, fun, loving, and kind people like myself.
No, that's fair. Like the kind of people you're around kind of determine the kind of person you are. And the kind of person you are determines the kind of people you're around. And like, if you're looking for a fight, you're going to find a fight intentionally.
Always. You always going to find a fight. And even like, if somebody was to test you, like, you don't respond back with negativity. Like, you respond back with like love and stuff too, because that's not how you like resolve things.
Yeah, absolutely.
That just keeps the cycle going of like just
then you're just as guilty.
Hate, But anyways, I just felt like being social is like so hard these days because I feel like a lot of times when I'm talking to people, they think I'm out to get them, and I'm like, baby, look, I don't want you. I do not want you. Like, I'm just trying to like, meet new people, make new friends. Yeah. See if there's anybody who out there is wanting to be creative like me. Like, I want to be creative. I want to write another ebook. I want to write another book, or I want to do more like classes and stuff too. With like life coaching and stuff. And I feel like a lot of people just like, so they think someone's gonna get them and stuff. So I have to always like give my disclosure.
Oh,
this is my disclosure. I do not wish to harm you. I do. I have to say that. I say that because I see people's eyes. They be like infuriated, and I'm just like, bruh, chill. Like, I do not wish to harm you. Like, just relax, But other times I don't have to say it. But sometimes when people like ask me something at first, they like tense up and stuff. you can always tell by people's body language, like how they like respond to things. You might not say nothing at all.
Yeah.
But if you look I look at body language, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm scared as I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like, is that reaction mostly when you're in a life coaching session, or is it like when you're just talking to random people?
That's just at Planet. This at Planet Fitness.
Really?
Yeah, this be at Planet Fitness. And that's why I feel like it was a good, like, little humbling experience working at Planet, because I was thinking back, like, okay, the 27th will be a year I worked there, right? And so I was thinking, like, okay.
Of this month?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
It'll be a whole year I worked there. And so I had to think back to myself. I wanted to work there. Like, this was like something I had dreamed of doing, but I was like, I want that little humbling experience thing. And so this was it. And so I worked there for a year, and it was great. It was so easy for me. Like, just meeting new people, just stepping outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, like, are you mostly talking to, what do you call them, your customers, your patron, your members?
Yeah, the members at the gym.
I imagine a lot of them are just kind of like closed off to having conversations at the gym, though.
You'll be surprised. This guy, okay, so let me tell you about this one guy. Somebody at the gym, like, said they felt uncomfortable because I complimented their beard. Now, I don't have facial hair.
What?
I don't have facial hair. So I was like, bro, you got a nice beard. And he told my manager, he was like, yeah, I just felt a little uncomfortable. He said he liked my beard. And I was just like,
what on earth?
I thought it was the most funniest thing. I was like, bro, I was like, oh my gosh, like, these people think I want them because I said they have a nice beard. I don't have a beard. It's nice to see somebody who has a beard, like, who can grow a full beard. Yeah. I can't grow no full beard yet, and I'm 33. And so I'm just like, wow, that must be nice, And I was like, imagining myself what I would look like with a beard. I didn't like look at him in a way of like I wanted him or something, But you never know. People be like going through it and stuff. So now I just was like, weird. I'm not talking to nobody. Like, I'm just minding my business, working on my brand.
You're trying to brighten someone's day by giving them a compliment, a perfectly normal thing to do. And there's something about our culture that is just so adverse to that the dude is like afraid of your compliment.
And I was like, what is the test here? Like, I didn't even know like what to even say, because I was just like, I just stood there with a blank stare on my face, and I was like, okay.
Well, what did your manager say?
He was like, I just want to bring it to your attention. But, somebody said, came to me and was like, you was talking about his beard. He said that you liked his beard. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, he came up here. He thought you were, trying to. And I was just like, what?
Oh, my gosh.
I just need to bring it to your attention because he feels like you're going to retaliate if I say something to you. And I was like, what in the world?
What?
Yeah, I was like, retaliate. So basically he thinks I'm going to like get him.
What kind of like gym faculty has he like interacted with in the past?
I don't know. Like some little 20-year-old or 19. I don't think he's like 19. I don't know what a kid's age is. It doesn't matter to me. Anyways, the point is...
Oh, it was like a young kid?
Yeah, like 19-year-old. And then the point is that he has created this whole fake scenario in his head of what he thinks I think of him.
Yep.
And then not only that, he's thinking, like, I'm going to go and get him after he done complained about me. Which is crazy. Like, I'm way too mature for that. Like, I don't have time. Like, I only strive for, like, peace of mind. Like, that's the only thing I want in my life right now. And so, like... to be going out trying to get revenge, I'll just be like, yeah, I don't have the time for it. Like,
what's the point of that?
I don't have the time for it. I'm just like, bro, like, I got better things to do in my life than be talking about, going to complain about people. And I don't think about other people. Like, I don't. I got to think about other people, but, like, I'm not just creating fake scenarios in my head about other people,
Yeah.
Because that adds no value to your life. Like, that adds no value to your life. And you can, like, just get yourself in a lot of trouble doing that, just projecting what you think others are saying about you because you're wasting your time, your precious life, thinking about other people. And it's just pointless.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen, and there'd be bad stuff too. That's why people need to really, like, control, like, their negative thinking, because I feel like a lot of times they don't understand, like, their negative thinking can just, like, take over everything, part of their life. And so as for me, I'll just be, like, happy. Like, I trick my brain into thinking I'm happy by just, like, smiling, like, You know, like I'm happy, you know, I don't make myself happy. Like just the way you can make yourself mad or things make you mad, you can make yourself happy too. Mm-hmm. Your feelings can't lie to you. Like sometimes your feelings can lie to you. Your feelings can tell you that you're mad, you're depressed, you're sad, you're angry. But you have to tell yourself, no, I'm not going to choose that because that has no value in my life.
Like that's kind of a lot of the issue with social anxiety. Like, did you used to suffer with social anxiety?
I felt like I did, but I just didn't like people around me. I don't know. I just didn't like certain people around me. And now I just learn how to like ignore certain people that, you know, I'm just not really socially interested in.
Yeah.
And just embrace those that are for me, you know, like people that are for me, I'll embrace those people. But not until I really like took some time for myself to just say, okay, Cassius, let's just focus on you. Because I never took time in my life to focus on me.
Yeah.
Until I turned like 30 something. And I was like, dang, I really need to like focus on me because I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I'm doing in my life right now. And so I was just at a crossroad. And so when I found out, you know, just by doing me, you know, I found a lot about myself, you know, and it kind of like helped me be more social. Like I felt like I'm now more emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm emotionally intelligent. Like I felt like I have control over my emotions.
And you understand yourself and you understand kind of what's going on. And you can look past your surface layer of emotions. Like just you can look past your like your impulses.
Mm-hmm. I can look past my impulses. And you know, I'm working on it. Like I know I can be passive aggressive. I know that I can you know, just look somebody straight in the eye and just not say anything. And I know that can like rip them apart sometimes. But like I'm working on it, you know, and you know, the more I work on it, the less of a test it is for me, you know?
Yeah.
You know, the less of a test it is for me. I feel like I'm working through it, you know. Nobody's obviously perfect, but you know, you want to be more responding with love and kindness rather than like hate and anger.
Yeah, absolutely.
And moodiness, you know. And plus, I'm not walking around with a chip on my shoulder. Like I'm not walking around, you know, pissed off with the world.
Yeah, that does no good for you.
Nothing.
It puts you in a bad state of mind. You then start to see everything as like that same thing.
Mm-hmm. That worst case scenario mindset thing. Like that's so. Oh my god.
And so like you know, you get mad at something, right? And then you're so focused on it, you get mad at something else, and you like it's a cycle that just continues, and you become miserable.
You do.
It's like even like sometimes you're overreacting, and then sometimes you do need to like maybe sure someone has like wronged you, but like so what? So what if they said something?
So what?
Or like
so what?
Or sometimes they'll do something, but that's in the past. What? You got to get up, you got to move on, you got to learn and grow from it.
That's true.
And sometimes even if someone does something wrong to you, you might have the wrong reaction, and so I think there's a lot to be learned from that kind of situation.
That's true, but
instead of just being mad.
Yes, I've been mad. I feel like, honestly, like since a little pandemical, it's all been like a life experience. Like I have so many different life experiences. I'm just like, wow. But I think also I've been living more in the present moment where it allowed me to like see these like life experiences as like, like this was great. You know, this was cool. Like it gave me like a nice little reset. Like I felt as though I was getting my time back. And also I felt like my health improved too. Like my overall well-being improved a lot because I just took time to be like more present rather than like focusing on the past and looking towards the future.
Was that during the pandemic or was it after the pandemic?
That was after the pandemic. It's
after.
Yeah, after, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely after. I feel like now, what you about to say?
Oh, well, like, I think that, you know, for most of the people who, you know, like, I think grew from the pandemic, it was like that sort of thing. But like I was a massive introvert, so I had a great time during the pandemic.
You were.
And like my whole family was like, yeah, go out and go do stuff. Like none of my friends or family really cared, which was nice.
That's true.
Anyways, what were you saying?
I felt also, you know, I took like time for myself. Like just being alone, it was rough at first because I was like, oh, it's just so hard being alone. I want to be in love. I want to be with somebody. I want somebody to love me. And I did, but also I had to learn to love myself first. Like I did not love myself. Like I was so hard on myself. And I realized, dang, it was not doing nothing for my well-being. And not only, not until I actually took the time out to say, one day I just like looked at myself in the mirror and I was just like, I love you. Like, you're doing an amazing job and you're going to get through this and you're growing and you're confident. And I just started saying all these things, whatever. And I was like, where did I get that from? But I was listening to these affirmations to like help me like calm my mind down. Okay. And they actually was like sticking to me. And so like,
really? Yeah, I'll
just start saying it to myself, just to feel that way, because, being hard on yourself doesn't make you do better. Like, it does nothing for your well-being. And, looking down on yourself, talking down about yourself just keeps you stuck in a rut. Like, it doesn't do anything for your well-being. Like, how can you smile and be happy if you were constantly talking bad about yourself?
Yeah,
those self-sabotaging words just stick with you and you never come out of it. And so you just need to be like, one day, like today is a day where I'm just going to like pucker it up or suck it up and be like, I am confident in myself and I can get through this,
Yeah.
That'd be my mindset at Planet Fitness, because it'd be rough. But I've been telling you, it's been so rough at Planet this past month. Not rough in a sense where it's been hard, like work. Mm-hmm. It's just been stuff going on.
Really?
Yeah. And
I like drama or?
Yeah, drama, like people just doing bad-ish. I was just like, yeah, it wasn't bad. Okay, so somebody regurgitated in the men's locker room in the walkway. Ugh. And I was the only guy there, so I had to clean it up. It was freaking rough. It smelled like...
I bet, man.
It smelled... Well, I wanted to literally like just quit that day, because I was like, I gotta clean this up. People were like, hey man, there's stuff on the floor. And I'm like, no shit. Like, you don't think I don't see that? I'm
like, wow.
It up. Like, and so really? I just got to a point where I was ignoring everybody.
Yeah.
I was like, don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Mm-hmm. Walk around me. Allow me to clean this up. Mm-hmm. I'm not in the mood right now. And I didn't want to be like, mean about it, but it was just a rough moment. Like, I was just like, trying to breathe. I couldn't breathe because the smell was so atrocious. And it was just rough. And I was just like, oh, okay. And then one day somebody had like, I went out for my birthday like a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And someone lost their car keys. And I'm over here worried, sick, like, oh my gosh, like, what do you need? Do you need to go, like, you need to Uber home or something?
Yeah.
Like, do you got a spare key and all this? And he was like, I'm going to just stay here. I'll be fine. So I said a quick prayer for him, whatever. And he figured it out. But I just was like, that was just like stuff that was just like coming up every day.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But other than that, like, it's usually like a good balance of like good stuff too. Like, people always like compliment me in a nice way. Like, they're like, oh, the gym is so nice and clean. I love it here.
Yeah.
I love those compliments. I be striving for those kind of compliments. Like, the gym is so nice and it's so clean here. I like it here.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you go to a gym, it's not clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all do a really good job of keeping it clean.
Yeah. I be really like the ringleader of clean it all. Like, believe it or not, like, I just love, it's very satisfying for me.
Yeah. No,
it's very satisfying to me. Like, cleaning is like, oh, look at this dirt. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna clean this up. That's like nice. Like, I like nice things, but I like clean things too. Like, clean, like crispy.
Yeah, clean. Absolutely. The gym at my work is like, it's small, but it's nice for the fact that I work at a hotel. And at
the Kalahari. How do you say it? The Kalahari.
Kalahari. Yeah.
Oh, Kalahari.
Yeah. And like, it's a fun little place, and they got like a lot of stuff in that gym for how small it is, but they like, I swear, like, never dust, never sweep, never mop. And so in all the corners, there's like these giant piles of just like dust and like hair. And it's so nasty. And like,
I'll clean it up too. I'll be like, oh, look at this. This is satisfying. Like, I love it. I mean, I would not be like a cleaner for like a living.
Yeah.
Because it's other people's calling. But like, I do enjoy this time in my life where I can clean up something,
Yeah.
Because I never took the time to appreciate stuff like that before.
Yeah, that's fair. Man, like, I'll see like, so we have housekeeping staff, right? Mm-hmm. And the housekeeping, they clean everywhere. They're also the ones taking out the trash and doing, whatever. And mopping up in the lobby and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And they'll be in the gym doing like whatever it is they're doing. I don't know, taking out the trash or, whatever random assignment they were given. And like, they're there, every day, but they apparently aren't told to sweep.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same thing for like our trash cans outside on the main drive, where everyone pulls up with the first time they're coming, and the trash cans are nasty and they're dusty and there's cobwebs.
It'd be hot outside though. But still,
if you had like a little duster and every day as you're walking by, that wouldn't be that hard. You know what I mean? And I'm out there all day.
They're probably tired too. I'm gonna just say they're tired.
You're what?
I'm gonna just say they're tired. Like they're tired.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I can feel like now for me, like working at Planet, I'm tired. Mm-hmm. I'm tired as hell. Yeah. Like I'm so tired. Like I'd rather like my dream life is to like maybe like okay, not maybe, but to write books, record audiobooks.
Yeah.
And also life coaching.
That'd be sick, dude. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm doing great now. Like I got my first like life coaching client that, offered to pay me, and it's been nice.
Oh, really? Yeah. So like you were just doing it for free before that?
Yeah, I was gonna do it for free, whatever, And I was like, let me make a couple of dollars to buy some more equipment for my podcasting because I like a little journey in it all. So I was like, let me just, see what I can do. And people actually like was like, oh, can I? And I could only take one at a time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because working at Planet and planning for like life coaching is a lot.
Yeah.
And then podcasting too. Like we podcast and stuff now. We like podcasts, and so that'd be all my time. And I got Granny. I'd be checking on my mom's house, checking on Granny and stuff. And so I'm like, dang, where's a little time for me? Like I don't have no time to do me, and so it's the only time I get to do me right now. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's good that you have one guy who's gonna be paying you now.
And it's nice. It really is good. I feel like it's helping me grow. Like I felt like it was all like a journey and a process,
Yeah, absolutely.
Even like, writing my first book, I was like, oh, I can do this. And then I can record it like a book, and I was like, ooh, what else can I do? I was getting like creative with it,
Yeah.
And so like I felt
That's how you start.
I seen like moving here, like I know it's like a little small town, but moving here helped me like grow and like build myself up, like my character, my confidence in myself. I was able to come up with things, create things. Like a lot of people, they don't scribe. How you say it? Scribe in life to create things. Yeah, stride in life. Stride in life to create things. They stride in life to like just make money, and I'm like, you're just gonna be trying to do that forever,
What are you gonna do with the money?
Right, what are you gonna do with the money? And
like, so obviously we want money.
Everybody wants money, right?
But like,
everybody wants some cash.
It's not that I want money. It's that I want to build something.
You want the financial security.
Or you want the comfort. It's like I want to build something. I want to record something, and to record it, like I need a studio, or I want to make a video, or I want to record a song, or
that's me too. That's me. That's how I see it. And I always ask people, to be more creative, ask yourself what it is you can create to make $10,000. Yeah. Think about that rather than trying to save $10,000. Because to save $10,000,
no, it's not going to work.
Once you get to that, you're like, okay, that's not enough. I need to get to this much. Like that's so like small-minded thinking. Yeah. You got to think like, how to develop yourself, like ways you can develop yourself, learn a new skill. Yeah. I learned a new skill with you. Yeah. How to freaking podcast. That's a new skill. That's a whole new skill. You helping somebody else's life, become better by just your words, and their experiences. Like your experiences for you can help somebody else out as well as me, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And yours helped me out and all that kind of stuff. Oh man, what was I gonna say? That sucks. But yeah, like even just trying to save just save your way to financial freedom isn't necessarily the best strategy, because you don't necessarily make a lot of money, or even if you maybe make a reasonable amount, but you have a lot of expenses, and so you're not able to save a whole lot.
That's true.
And you absolutely want to be saving money, but when you just have a dollar bill and you put it in a bank, that dollar bill is not doing anything for you.
It's sitting there like, okay, waiting to be used.
Right. And so you need to either, develop a skill or invest it, or, something like that. And developing a skill is investing in yourself. So like, there's a bunch of different options depending on what kind of person you are. Like for you and I, we want to buy stuff like this because,
Right.
It's an investment in ourselves.
It's an investment in ourselves. Yeah. I want to like travel and do this too one day.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's go to so and so and podcast or something. Because I felt like, for me, like I love the idea of starting from nothing. Like creating new habits and letting people know that it can be done. Our world is so like, or I guess our generation or our time is so caught up on instant gratification that we don't really like get to enjoy the journey of things in it all. And so like, for me, starting from the bottom again was like dope. Like I was like, look at me, like I wanted to learn something new. Like I didn't want to feel like it was something I was doing to make somebody else envy me or, or to do something better than somebody else because I felt it wasn't doing good enough. But more so just to say like I did, something for myself, but also help somebody else out,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's like, hey man, like look at this cool thing that I did. But who am I? Like, I'm just some nobody, or like
you some
maybe like you don't feel bad about yourself,
that's
but
a little rough. Yeah.
But like you're not like it's not like we're like some superhuman or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we're just like we're regular people, just like everyone else. We're not better or worse than. And so like if I can do this cool thing, can't you do this cool thing? Mm-hmm. Can't you explore the skills that you have, even if you can't do this thing specifically?
Right.
You have other things that you can do. Like I apply myself for my self growth, and then look at how much growth you could have, maybe in a different direction.
Same.
But like that's what makes it interesting. Is now you're doing your own thing and you're getting better at it too.
Right.
Instead of us all just being like bodybuilders who are good at playing guitar, that'd be pretty boring.
I know, right?
But someone's a bodybuilder and someone else is good at guitar and someone else is good at photography or whatever.
I don't like bodybuilding. I would not want to be that big. No. Because it's not like, it looks nice and all, but I feel like
I want to be healthy.
Yeah, I just want to be healthy. Like I don't need to be like super fit. Like I like my body. It's nice the way it is. I don't need to be like extra like, mass from, like big, because I'm already, tall.
Yeah,
and so like I just,
and you're muscular too.
Yeah. In the sun.
You are.
In the sun, yeah. In the sun. And so I felt like, for me, I don't want to be like that big person. I just want to be like, in shape, eat healthy, and be okay. But I know best we're at like 25 minutes. I was trying to find like a quote and one of my old quotes that I thought would be cool. My life task is to help others learn important things. Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's pretty relevant.
Yeah, my life task is to help others learn important things. I always ask my friends or my life coaching clients this, what does your successful life look like?
Yeah. You need to be able to realize that.
What does your successful life look like to you? That's today's question.
Ask that for yourselves. Come back next week with an answer.
Okay, next week. Next week, same time.
Next week,
same time. Bet.